Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Oklahoma News Report. I'm Rich Lanz. Dominating the news cycle this week, President Trump's Saturday night rally and ongoing Juneteenth celebrations. We will cover both events in this newscast from both sides of the political divide. We have team coverage dedicated to achieving that. Jason Doyle reports on Republican reaction to the president's first public rally since March 2nd. Ed Murray covers the response of Democrats and protesters who think this is the wrong time and place for a massive rally. And Rory Taylor looks at the health implications of holding large gatherings indoors or outdoors during a spike in positive COVID-19 cases. So let's begin with the issue that potentially affects the most of us. There have been record one-day totals of positive COVID-19 cases reported in Oklahoma and specifically Tulsa this week. Is it dangerous to hold a massive indoor rally and have potentially large-scale protest outside of it as well? ONR's Rory Taylor reports on the advice of Oklahoma healthcare leaders.
We are reporting an additional 96 Tulsa County residents who have tested positive for COVID-19, which is a new record for a daily increase.
Based on that data, Tulsa Health Department Director Dr. Bruce Dart is very concerned about the huge number of people expected to attend both the Trump rally indoors and the two-day Juneteenth celebrations taking place outdoors.
Let me be clear. Anyone planning to attend a large-scale gathering will face an increased risk of becoming infected with COVID-19. Also, I want to be clear. We support everyone's American rights as Americans to assemble. We want to keep people safe.
That includes the protesters who are expected to show up in large numbers outside the BOK arena on Saturday.
We know that the risk of transmission of the virus from person to person is much greater indoors than it is outdoors.
And because of that, Dr. Dart says he would prefer the Trump rally not take place this Saturday.
I recommended that it be postponed until it's safer, until the data tells us that it's not as large a concern to have people indoors in enclosed spaces.
But that's not going to happen. Barring unforeseen circumstances, the rally will take place.
If you are coming, here's what we ask that you do. If you're part of a vulnerable population, which includes those 65 years old or older or who are immune compromised, please stay home. If you attend, wear a cloth face mask covering correctly. Your mask should cover your nose and mouth, fit snugly against the sides of your face. Wash your hands with soap and water often. If those facilities aren't accessible, use hand sanitizer.
Dr. Dart's concerns are shared by Dr. Dale Bratzler, Associate Dean of the OU College of Public Health in Oklahoma City. Dr. Bratzler says the recent spike in positive tests is not the result of increased testing.
During the week of May 17th, we peaked at the number of tests that we've been doing, just at 37,000 cases. And then the next week, May 25th, we actually had the lowest number of the tests that were being done that were positive. Only 1.8% of the tests at that time frame were positive. Last week, we did just under 30,000 tests, and 4.6% of those tests were positive. And if you look at what was reported by the health department this Monday, yesterday, 6% of the tests that were run in the state were positive.
To keep hospitals from being overwhelmed, the state took measures to flatten the curve in order to spread the rate of infection out over a greater period of time. It worked, but since Oklahoma's reopening began almost 60 days ago, it appears the curve is beginning to bend in the wrong direction.
On average, we were seeing about 70 new cases confirmed in Oklahoma a day 2 weeks ago. As of today, we're seeing about 170 new cases on average daily. Over the past week or so, we've seen a substantial increase in the number of new cases, so we are bending the curve, sadly, in the wrong direction.
There are still plenty of hospital beds available in Oklahoma, but Tulsa's mayor says to keep hospitals from being overwhelmed, event attendees and others will need to take personal responsibility.
We have a responsibility to protect each other through this, through responsible behavior in our daily lives. Not pointing the finger at protests over a couple of weeks or pointing the finger at a rally that's going to occur either on Friday night or on Saturday afternoon. This is about what we do in our daily lives every day.
The Trump campaign has issued a waiver form designed to protect themselves and the BOK Center from being sued by anyone who contracts the virus while attending Saturday's rally. They have also guaranteed temperature checks for everyone, plenty of hand sanitizer, and masks for those who choose to wear them.
I do think that, maybe some extra precautions, some hand sanitizer. They're going to provide masks at the door. Will I wear one inside there? I don't know. You'll have to stay tuned to find out.